sprint event, it's a very different situation to be shooting in a time trial. PONZA, can she turn her season around in the space of 40 minutes? We'll find out over the next moments. But EKHOLM is there, the sharpshooter of the women's tour. First one goes down. There's a miss for DORIN. The miss for NEUNER as well. PONZA throws one wide. EKHOLM taking her time before she lets the first shot go. She has not got much time to spare. NEUNER with just one miss is in the driving seat at the moment. 3 out of 3 for EKHOLM. She needs the last 2 and she needs them quickly. No, she's thrown one wide. She's thrown one wide, she's on the penalty loop, and the favourite now has to be Magdalena NEUNER. DOMRACHEVA, though, is going to be on the chase because she's gone and shot 5 out of 5, and she gets a massive cheer as she exits the stadium for the final time. BERGER goes clear as well, Mike, and will be in the chase.
She's going to, DOMRACHEVA leading it. All of those first 6 missing targets put each other under pressure. Well done, DOMRACHEVA.
Now, what has she got left in the tank? Darya DOMRACHEVA, who took so long to get her first World Cup victory, has just 6 seconds to spare over DORIN. She's only got 4.6 over NEUNER, and Tora BERGER will be hungry for medals in the individual, having already got a gold in the mixed relay. She's in 4th place, and you have to feel that DORIN is in a very dangerous position.
With her ski speed, but ZAITSEVA's still got a chance. 16 seconds behind in 5th place. MÄKÄRÄINEN, she could pull back from 6th, only 17 seconds behind.
Saving grace perhaps for DOMRACHEVA is the fact that NEUNER has put in 2 incredibly fast laps coming up to this stage, but NEUNER is gaining with every stride, and this is going to be a case of the willpower for DOMRACHEVA. When the German comes past, can she latch on to the back of her?
Do you know what? DOMRACHEVA has got a very strong mind, strong will, but I don't think any other skier can stick with NEUNER to date.
Well, it hasn't taken Tora BERGER long to go past Marie-Dorin. That's very disappointing. The French woman shooting 19 out of 20 today.
That's interesting. NEUNER having a good look to see what's happening behind. There's nothing happening behind. She feels this is hers.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Surely DOMRACHEVA will fight. She hasn't had a win so far this year.
And if we remember back to the start for DOMRACHEVA, she was in 29th position after the first 400 metres. She snapped her ski pole. What a comeback.
Across the bridge at the top of the stadium. Germany versus Belarus, and already NEUNER has opened up 3 or 4 metres. If DOMRACHEVA can stay with NEUNER for the next 150, there's a long, long downhill that leads to the final climb. Tora BERGER, who's put so many spectacular finishes over the last 2 seasons, is fighting and fighting again.
MÄKÄRÄINEN, remember we said it was 16.9. She's pulling it back big time. ZAITSEVA's trying to place herself on the podium. She really wants to for the Russians.
Well, we also have to bear in mind, Mike, that Tora BERGER and NEUNER are both contenders for the Mass Start World Cup this year. Whichever wins of those 2 will take the title, I feel, because Andrea Henkel is right out of it, down in 12th when we last saw her, and Henkel will not pick up enough points to challenge. So the crystal globe for the Mass Starts between NEUNER, who leads, and BERGER in 3rd place.
Oh, look, the chase is on here. I think BERGER may well close that gap to DOMRACHEVA. Well, 10 seconds. We're running out of distance with just, what, 2 kilometres left.
MÄKÄRÄINEN, I think, will fancy her chances at overtaking Tora BERGER as well. We could have a spectacular sprint finish, but the way it's looking at the moment is that NEUNER is going to pick up her 2nd individual gold. She won the sprint, of course, was criticised by the German press for not putting enough effort into the pursuit, having finished in 2nd place. And NEUNER just said, I just can't believe you lot. Is silver not good enough? It's not all about gold. And she said, only an athlete understands how hard it is to win.
And to close major gaps over the final part of a race where you've given so much. MÄKÄRÄINEN giving everything. ZAITSEVA knows that she has to give everything.
ZAITSEVA in 15. She's got Teja Gregorin on her tail, and Helena EKHOLM is starting to make a challenge as well. They could only be fighting for the minor placings. And again, Mike, we see the fact that the French have not got the form that was produced by Sandrine Bailly year in, year out.
No form there. Brunet's back up with DORIN right now, and this looks like KUZMINA struggling.
Yeah, KUZMINA 3 misses, one on the very first shoot, but she looks the spent force now. She went very, very quick early on, trying to put Magdalena NEUNER under pressure, and she's paid the price, suffering on the last loop.
One athlete we must mention, GREGORIN Teja SLO. She's 6th right now for Slovenia. Remember, she lost 14 seconds on the range. She's only 21 seconds off the gold.
One climb to go. Both NEUNER and DOMRACHEVA. A long, long look over their shoulders to see what they have to do. Will we see a final spark from DOMRACHEVA? It's a long climb. It's a painful climb, and the steepest comes at the very end. This is NEUNER's chance to pull 15, 20 metres clear. But if DOMRACHEVA is inspired, she might just be able to hang on to that silver medal.
Well, I thought maybe Tora Berger could catch DOMRACHEVA, but DOMRACHEVA's on some kind of survival mode. She's just keeping with it.
9 seconds, it's quite possible, because it's a long entry into the finish area now with the newly designed stadium, and Tora Berger, for one, will never, never give up.
Could this inspire her brother, who starts in the mass start later for the men? I hope so.
Germany look as though they're heading to the back to the top of the medal table. They'll be level with Norway on golds. It depends, though. In fact, yes, they will, because they've got 3 silver already. So they have 3 gold, 3 silver. Norway on 3 gold at the moment. They look as though they're going to add to their collection, but not enough to stay in top spot. NEUNER, is that a grimace or is it a smile? I think she knows that she can start celebrating now and enjoy the last 200 metres. It's been a phenomenal race. And NEUNER, despite the fact that she misses 4 targets today, comes through to take the win. In fact, when she last won this title in 2008, she hit 16 out of 20 as well. So, NEUNER takes gold. DOMRACHEVA, out of nowhere, claims the silver. Well done to her, only 4.8 seconds down. And Tora Berger, who had a disastrous start, 3 misses on the prone, hits all 10 in the standing position, and she gets a bronze medal as a result of that. MÄKÄRÄINEN, well, of course, fighting to beat EKHOLM, which she's done. So MÄKÄRÄINEN will be back in yellow, having beaten the Swede today. A very respectable result from the defending champion Olga ZAITSEVA in 6th. And Helena EKHOLM, who missed 1 in the standing position on that last shoot. Otherwise, she would almost certainly have been in the running for the gold.
She certainly would have. I'm amazed that EKHOLM, she took an age to build her position. You just felt she was going to keep it steady, but what about NEUNER? That was amazing. 0-1, 2-1. 4 penalties, and she can out-ski the rest of the field.
That's her 7th victory in the mass start format, Mike. And the next best, if I'm right, well, EKHOLM's won 4 mass starts, so they're the 2 who've dominated over the last 5 years or so. But NEUNER on 7 victories in the mass start. For someone who can't really shoot in the standing position, that's a phenomenal effort.
It's a great effort. PONZA as well, we must mention that really great shooting. Well, 0-0-0, and then when it mattered most, she missed 2 in the final stand.
Well, NEUNER is going to certainly close the gap on the leaders in the World Cup standings. I think she could steal it at the end. DOMRACHEVA delighted, absolutely delighted to get the bronze, the silver medal. And so she should be. That was a fantastic effort from here. 2-1-0-0. So like Tora Berger, she missed 3 in the prone, but came back strongly in the standing position. Miriam GÖSSNER has missed 6. That might be enough to keep her out of the relay. We'll have to wait and see. She's got 14th position. A lot will depend on how Hitzer is feeling. And of course, Tina Bachmann is the other one whose position is slightly in danger. 5 misses, down in 12th position. ZIDEK, Mike, Anna-Karin ZIDEK, sensational form at the very beginning of the season in Östersund, but 157 down.
She's kind of lost her way as the season has progressed. I don't think that ZIDEK's enjoying her biathlon. 2-0-2-0, and that's a tough time when it's not going your way and you're a legendary name like ZIDEK. It's tough. It really is tough out there. And maybe tomorrow Sweden will feel, with Nilsson there 26th, that they have a chance for a medal in the relay. Must say, though, Patrick, the German team, we've got all 4 of the German girls 14 and above. That's a bit of a warning shot for the rest of the world in the relay.
But what a day. Berger gets Norway another bronze. Domracheva, Belarus's first medal, but it's Magdalena Neuner that gets Germany's third gold. Ina Saprun of Ukraine, 27 and 4 misses in all. Jana Garokova of Slovakia, 4 misses again, 3 of those coming early on. Well, here are the 2 races that remain in these Biathlon World Championships. The men's start just starting 14:15. That's European time, of course. It's 16:15 or 18:15, I should say, local time here in Khanty-Mansijsk, 6:15. And just as the sun sets, the men will leave the stadium, and it's going to be another cracking race. There's no doubt about that. Will it be another German victory? Well, it's quite possible. Arndt Pfeiffer, I guess, is the favourite. Mickey Grice, after his disaster in the relay, he says it won't affect him. We'll find out in 3 hours' time whether he can, whether he's cracked under the pressure. Well, that's all we've got time for now, but do join us in a couple of hours' time for the men's mass start. Could be the most exciting race of the championships. In fact, it's 1 hour's time. Apologies for that. And you haven't got long to wait. Berger is in the field, which always makes it exciting. The Norwegians, I guess, are hoping for another gold. Bo, Svensson, Bjorndalen will all feature. But the star of the show at the moment is Magdalena Neuner, who gets her second individual gold.